doctors, Brother Kedo and Tol, they are the people who take care of the post-matric scholarship, merit scholarship, and also looks after all the datas and everything. Under them, there are around 7-8 people working who help in uploading the data and with all the works relating to scholarships. So, since it has been more than uh, 8-9 days when the post-matric scholarship have started to be distributed for more than 40,000 students, and the student community have been quite restless with regards to the amount of the scholarship, with regards to why they are getting their scholarship late, and with regards to many other things, which we can also understand their grievances and their needs. So I think the way it is being done, the way post-matric scholarships are distributed, are done by the Department of Higher Education under the government of Nagaland in a very clear and transparent manner. Since 2018 onwards, that is since 2019 when we started again giving the scholarships, there has been no case of any discrepancies in the distribution of scholarship. Many students ask this question, Sir, other states get so much, why we are not getting it? Now, the government of India, the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, under whom we give the post-matric ST scholarship, gives us in 2 installments. So when they give us in 2 installments, how can the state government, with a state share of 10%, give it in one whole installment? Honorable Chief Minister, who is also the leader of the government today, and the Finance Minister, has never delayed in giving the state share. Yes, official procedures are taken. And especially this year, I believe that the post-matric scholarship has been a little bit delayed because of the model code of conduct in the whole country. And during that time, the sanction amount to be given to the states have been delayed for some time, but exactly after that we received it and it is already in distribution. How many students? 40,000? How much is it?
So altogether 42,870.
42,870 students received the post-matric ST scholarship. To upload even those number, it's not very easy. Per day, the transaction is being able to do for only approximate from 4,000 to 5,000 students. So some students say that their friends have received, why are they not receiving? Every day they write, every day they email. My email is filled with their letters also. And not only that, my department officials, they get all kind of queries. Yes, we accept the fact that we have not been able to communicate properly to the students, but it will not happen like that anymore. But the students have to also understand that government procedures and works cannot be, overlapped and just run to distribute. Because all transactions are done under PFMS. Authentication of the student's name and their account number takes time. And even now, post-matric scholarships all have been distributed except for some, according to what I know, whose accounts have been redundant or is not correct in one way or the other. So I think the department will also say what it's going to do about it. And coming to the Merit Scholarship is a state chapter for all those students who pass class 10, 12 with more than 80% marks. Get it? And those who get their graduation and post-graduation with more than 70% marks, they get it. So the finance has already cleared it. Authentication is happening with the treasuries and accounts today. So within the next 2-3 days, it would be released without any disturbances. I also request the students and the people who are beneficiaries to be well knowledgeable about why some of them are getting less or why they're getting more. Because some who are staying in the hostels, they may get more. Some who are not staying in the hostels may get less. And this time, according to what I know personally, the ministry has sent a little bit lesser money. 33%, no? Only 33% of the whole amount, which means the amount of distribution to more than 42,000 students have gone down. But the next installment they will get the whole 67% of the amount, which will include the state share of 10% also.
This time, we have received a beneficiary of more than 50 students, but after verification, we are paying to 42,000.
More than 50,000 students, you say like
Yes. So we are awarding to 42,817 students. And for state merit scholarship, we are paying to 4,424 students for merit and research. And for merit and research, the amount comes to 6 crore 25 lakh. And for post-matric scholarship, this time we are giving away 17 crore 81 lakh to the students. And as said by our sir, the rest of the amount will be cleared in the second installment. We just this month itself, we had a video conference with the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, and Ministry of Tribal Affairs has assured us that from the academic session or from the financial year 2024-25, there will be only one time release. As of now, there are 2 installments, but from the financial year 2024-25, there will be only one time release, which means the students will be getting their scholarship at one go. Then that means one time payment, unlike the present one. And also we have another important announcement for the students. From the academic session 2024-25, we are onboarding into the National Scholarship Portal. As of now, we are in the state portal. But from the academic session 2024-25, we are onboarding into the National Scholarship Portal for the betterment of the students and also for the betterment of the state government.
Let me highlight a little bit regarding the accounts authentication, why it takes time for the fresh but renewal applicants, they get it early. For renewal, since they have received the payment in the previous academic session, they already have a PFMS code. Their account has been authenticated and they have a PFMS code has been generated. So for them to make another payment, we don't have to authenticate their account again. So we only have to upload their PFMS code, and so they are able to receive it very early. But for fresh applicants, since it's fresh, we have to authenticate their accounts. So we have to upload their accounts, and then the system will authenticate. Once the system authenticates, we have to download it again. We have to cross-check, and upload it again and see whether their name matches with the account holder's name as per the system. So if the applicant name is different from the account holders, we have to reject it, or we have to download it back, and then we have to cross-check again whether the student has correctly uploaded his or her bank account or not. So when we cross-check, we see, the account passbook. If it is of the applicant, and that means the applicant has made a mistake while filling out the online application, so we recorrect it and we re-upload it. But if the student has uploaded a different bank account detail, the passbook of a different person, then in this case we reject it, saying that account holder is not account is not the bank account is not of the applicant. So for fresh, it takes time for to make the final payment because of that account authentication by the system. We have rejected more than 3,000 applications for post-matric ST scholarship. So from the beneficiary list that we have around 42,817, there we have various categories. Some accounts have not been validated by the system, and so we don't know what is the issue with the system. So for those cases, we have to ask the students again to check with their accounts and then, or maybe open a new bank account and then send us the detail of the new bank accounts. So, and in some cases, the accounts have bounced because of inactive, because of the dormancy of their account. And few cases have been held up because we want to again cross-check with their documents with the institutions. So in all, we have 42,817 beneficiaries this time.
In a day or two, we are going to upload the beneficiary list in our higher education website. So there, the students can check why their scholarship has been declined or been rejected. We used to give our remarks why it has been rejected. So they can check the amount that they are receiving and also why their scholarships are being rejected. So regarding that, as per the guidelines, we used to carry out the payment, and for hostelers, ministry give a certain higher amount than the day scholar. So which means they encourage the students to reside in the hostel. So like once they are in the hostel, they will be getting higher amount than the day scholar, and that's according to the guidelines.
The difference in amount comes even if they're of the same class or studying in the same college. Somebody may be staying in a hostel, so he or she may be getting a little bit more. And someone who is a day scholar but may be staying in a PG or something, private run, may not be getting that much. So that is the only difference that comes. And for 10 plus 2 and all, there's a smaller amount. For those that are going to college, there's a different amount. Then furthermore like that. So everyone doesn't get the same. And I just want to clarify this. The ST scholarship amounts, I've clarified it with the other state governments in the Northeast, also with 1-2 of them. It is not different. It is the same. Mizoram gets the same amount. Nagaland gets the same amount. Manipur gets the same amount. Arunachal gets the same amount. And Meghalaya also gets the same amount. So many of the students say that, sir, they are getting 50,000, 60,000, and we are getting 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 9,000. They should be knowledgeable. I don't accuse them, but they should be knowledgeable, because somebody who is having a merit scholarship from Meghalaya or a research student may be getting more as a scholarship. But for the same category, for post-matric ST scholarship, it's the same amount. It depends if some states may want to give it in one go by knowing the amount and the state putting the whole amount and releasing it. But usually that is not done. Because whatever the center gives, 10% of the amount is the state share, the states put it, and totally the payments are through PFMS and through the portal it is given. So there should be no difference in the category of the students and their scholarship getting remitted to their account.
As per the guidelines of post-matric scholarship, they are supposed to produce or upload ST certificate, and the income should not go beyond 2.5, which means 2,50,000. So those are the basic criteria. And if they fail to upload and plus the latest mark sheet. So those are the three criteria. So if they fail to upload all those things, we are very sorry that we need to reject their scholarship. And in some cases, the government employee, for fixed pay children, they are supposed to be entitled. But for regular employee, they are not supposed to, like the annual parental income is much more higher than that. So on that ground also we used to reject government children.
Let me just add to that. For verification, the first level of verification is done by the institution itself. Okay? So once the institution verifies the application, it will come to our dashboard, the department's dashboard. So at the department level, we will verify it, and from there, if even though verified by the institutions, if things are not okay, then we reject it. But if things are proper, then we approve it. So there are two levels of verification for post-matric ST scholarship.
Like for merit scholarship also, like as said by our honorable sir earlier, students for 10+2 students, those who score 80% or above, we used to award them. And there is no income criteria out there for meritorious students. So like once they scored 80 plus, we used to award them. And for graduate BA and for PG students, like once they score 70 above, we used to award them. And also we have a research scholarship also. Research scholarship, we insist on synopsis and also the registration certificate, all those things they are supposed to submit every academic session. Regarding that, in the last video conference, we also, the nodal officers and those who are implementing the scheme, we raised that one. And we insist that it should be raised up to 8 lakhs. 2.5, this 2.5, 2,50,000 has been in this like for the last 10 years almost. So we insist that it should be raised to 8 lakhs. So hopefully the ministry, they accepted that one. So very soon the guidelines will be changed. We anticipate in that way.
Whichever kind of income certificates or not, the government of the day and the Department of Higher Education have always stressed to not stake claim for false scholarship. As far as it is possible, the department is committed to giving the scholarship to the deserving students. If somebody does it or not, we are not unable to verify it very intimately, because like we said, there are 2 steps of authentication. The first step being the college itself, and from there when it comes up to the dashboard, the department officials, they try their best to authenticate it and then go for further recourse. So we pray that the institutions, whether government or private, are able to authenticate it clearly. We will stress on it more and then bring up the genuine people to get their scholarships. One of the most important things in this scholarship issue is also that the student community and our people should appreciate the works of the officers and the staff of the higher education department. I'm not talking about the minister. The officers and the staff. 7, 8 of them working to upload, to authenticate, to verify, and distribute for more than 40,000 students is not so easy. I was just sitting with them because they manually upload. Each new applicants, those things that come, and every one of them who are getting have been uploaded in one way or the other. If you and I were to sit in a desk to upload even 1,000 people's details in a dashboard or in a portal, to upload in approximately 40 to 50,000 students, which the system itself rejects some when it's not able to match its name or account detail, it will take some time usually. So it's not for any issue, but we pray that our students' community can be patient and perseverant, because the department and the government of the day is committed to making sure that our students receive the best benefits in time. And likewise, according to my officers, the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, which is a dedicated ministry for the tribals, in their video conference have assured that from next year onwards, which is from this financial year onwards, which will be next year's scholarship, will be 100% in one time. I pray and hope that that will be able to give a lot of benefits to the student community during their admissions time and their needs, not in other things, which I wouldn't like to mention now, the messages that I get every day. So that is something we look forward to. And we also should appreciate the government of the day led by Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nefurio, because when it comes to the state share, it is never delayed. Whatever may be the financial crisis of the state may be, the file goes up, it gets cleared. And merit scholarship is completely a state subject matter research, scholarship. 6-7 crores every year is given by the state government. So we are thankful as a higher education department. So I think this should be able to be taken in a more positive manner in the days to come for the scholarship issue. And next year onwards, it will not be in the state portal. It will be in the National Scholarship Portal. So the students have also to be aware. I believe that the Department of Higher Education has been a little bit poor in communication, which I truly accept. We have been a little bit poor in communicating with the, students, our students who are 21st century modernized. And that is what we are going to work on from now, so that next time onwards, they are able to access it in their digital platform, every details they want. And we are going to set up an IT team for that under the scholarship cell. See, it is very challenging. It's very challenging to answer each and every student's queries. It's not only for me, but also for my officers. It's very challenging to answer each and every message, each and every query, each and every question from the student side. But if they also are able to communicate in the better manner, like our officers have said, it's being uploaded in the website of the Higher Education Department, each and every detail of each and every student who are benefiting this time. So if someone who thinks that they are rightfully, they deserve it and they have not got it, then they can write to the department through their colleges, and we will try to see what can be done. I was also asking them, why does the department, as my department in charge, do not print it out in the newspaper of all the beneficiaries? Then we have come to know that it is going to be more than 1,100 pages to give 42,000 beneficiaries in the newspaper with their details. So if that happens, the whole department's budget will go there. So it's not possible to print in any newspaper 1,100 pages only for our students or for the higher education department. So they should look into the website and check. I've also seen it's as per colleges, every college that is there, how many students are getting it, who are they, what is the amount, it's all there. So they can check, and if they are not, their names are not there, then they should, write through the correct platform of the institution again and get back with the department.